Hello YouTube and welcome to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Well, today I am going to show you how I covered a dollar store planner using some leftover Beauty of the Earth DSP. I'm going to be using the Boughs and Blossoms bundle and the Wildflower Path. And the colors I am choosing are from, let me show you, from the DSP. And this is on page 11 in our annual catalog. Mary Merlot, Cinnamon Cider, Bumblebee, Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, and Misty Moonlight. I got those pulled out right here. So I'm going to close this up and set my catalog aside. I wanted to give you a show of the Boughs and Blossoms. I got the bundle, so here it is. That's what we're going to be using, along with the Wildflower Path, and I'll show you those stamp sets. So we're going to be using this one because I like the saying, do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. I really like that. And this, we're going to be using these images along with the punch. So I'm setting those off to the side. This is my planner I purchased the other day at the dollar store because I needed a new one. So it's a student planner. It was just an El Cheapo one, but we are gonna bump it up and make it work for ourselves. So I have some pieces of the excuse me, the Beauty of the Earth DSP. Here they go. This is what was left of a 12 by 12 pack. So we're gonna use this. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to use this to cover the entire cup here. And we're going to found my metal ruler. So I'm going to measure, because I can't get over there, but we are going to measure right from the wire. And it is exactly 5 inches. Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. So it is 5 inches by 7 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So let's go ahead and cut that. I'm looking for my big cutter. 5 by 7 and 4/8. So I know this is 6 already. So let's get to 7 and 4/8. So here's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5/8 because I made a mistake. Let's see. Yep, perfect. Now we got to cut this at 5, which is pretty simple. All right, there we have it. That's our first layer. Let's glue this down. And this is kind of slick, so I'm going to use some score tape. Let's get out my paper pumpkin bits and pieces here. This is from the magnetic board kit, just because it was out. I'll probably add some glue to it too, but I want to make sure it's well in on here. I'm looking for my scissors I had. I still haven't located what happened to my good titanium glue scissors. We're going to put a strip there. A strip there, a strip in the middle. Like I said, we're going to add some glue too, but I just want to get the edges quite covered with this, just a little extra security. I don't want it coming apart on me here in the future. Oh, that's sticking to me. Okay, so we're going to put a piece here. And yes, I'm going to cover the front and back. But you don't need to see me cover the back because it's going to be the same process as the front. At least I don't think you want to. Okay, if I'm wrong, give me a shout out. Let me know. So here we go. And one in the center that I can tear. Okay. Now, like I said, we're going to be using both We're going to give this a good going over with the bone folder on all of our strips. Make sure our adhesive is well and down. So let's see. There's the strip. Turn and peel. Peel. And there we go. I need to do a video on what I do with my paper scraps before I recycle them. I make some fire starters using the center part of toilet paper. Those little cardboard tubes, dryer lint, and paper scraps. And my grandson's paper from his schoolwork that he brings home. So we are going to add some glue along on all of this. Oops, let's pull this in camera. Just because I want it to slide a bit and I want it to be well and glued down. So now let's add our piece. Let's open this book up. So it's looks like I got a little excess over there, but that's okay. We're gonna rub our bone folder. I got glue coming out of the ends, but for me that's okay. It just means it's gonna be well and adhered. Let me wipe my bone folder off and then we'll lift this up here for a second, and I'm gonna clean this up. The glue off of that and off my bone folder, and we'll come back in again, rub it some more. All right. You can see maybe got a 1/16 of an inch extra going on here, but that's okay because we're going to have to trim the edges anyways. So let's do that. Right here we are just going to curve our edges along there. And this one too. Oh. Guess I could have been a little bit more. All right, and along this edge, I'm gonna have to clean my scissors off. Gonna have to cut it kind of awkward for me, that is. Or I could just bring in an X-Acto knife and cut it. Let's just do that. I think I need a new blade. Or that one just has, might have to turn it to cut it, so I'm not pulling against it. There we go. So there is, ooh, I tore it a wee bit, but you won't be able to tell by the time it's done. It's just for me to make notes in of things I've got going on. So the next piece I thought would look really kind of cool in this is, not that piece, was this, because I want to bring in that boughs and blossoms. But before we do that, we're going to back this in some old olive, one of the colors. So, like so. if it's 7 inches, I want 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So that would give me 7 inches minus 1/2 inch would bring it to 6. 1/2 inch, 6 1/2. So I gotta open this up. Got some other stuff going on my desk here. So we are gonna bring this to 6 1/2 inches, which is right there on my cutter. Cut that. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I cut it the wrong way, didn't I? Well, there we go. Okay. That looks good. And this way is the 7. This is what should have been cut to the 6. So this is cut to, let me give you it. This is cut at 4 1/2. So this needs to be cut at 6 1/2. Nope, that's too much to come off. I don't want it that far. So roughly right there. Let's see what that is. Roughly. Oh, it's 7 inches. Let's see what happens. See what it looks like. Trial and error. Always with making a new project. I'm good with that. I am good with that. We're going to need this again because now we are going to cut this piece down. So let's try this again. Okay, 4 1/2. Let's cut it this way first. So this is at 7, so we're going to cut this at 6 1/2. You get to watch my thinking progress. And if this was 4, it needs to be at 4. If it was at 4 1/2, it needs to be at 4. Yes. All right. And we're going to corner around these two, mimicking the notebook. So let's do that. So let me get, now I don't have the corner rounder from Stampin' Up because I have this really old one. And this is what I'm going to use. Just the 2 ends that are facing the outward part of the notebook. Maybe I need to purchase the new one. And my hands, you can see they're kind of dyed. I helped my daughter put some black strips in her hair last night. So there we have it. And that we can glue down. I really... Oh, maybe not, because I thought about adding some ribbon. So the next piece we're going to bring in is I got some, I'll be honest, this is still Whisper White, because that's what I have. I have Basic White, I just haven't opened it. So now I want a piece to sit in the center. This is going to have quite a few layers on it, but that's okay. That's what I want. So let's go back to the cutter. And let's bring this center piece up. Now this was cut at 6 1/2. So I want a piece cut at 6. And then it was cut, yes. And now turn it this way. This was at 4 inches. So I'm going to bring it into 3 1/2. Turn. And cut it at 3 1/2. All right, let's take a look at this. I might cut that piece farther down and put another layer because I'm not getting enough of this that I wanted. But we're going to be stamping on this. So let's, I'm trying to think. I might hold off putting, really hard to decide. Okay, we're gonna stamp first. And let's put this down below before I make any decisions. And we're going to be stamping using the Boughs and Blossoms, and it's a red rubber stamp, so I don't need my Stampin' Pierce mat. Oh my goodness, I haven't even mounted it. Isn't that interesting? Sorry guys, I did not realize that. So let's quickly mount the ones we're going to use. You can, if you have any questions about how you do this, I'll show you how I do it. And, don't want to knock anything over, but you heard all that? Yeah, I did anyways. Okay. So before I go, I'm just going to peel all this off for my stamps. I have no nails, so it makes it kind of difficult. By the way, my daughter's hair looks very nice. She has blonde hair. We dyed a big section underneath her hair black and did some alternating. She's got a couple of streaks of black now on one side of her head, and on the other it's underneath, but she's happy and I'm happy that she's happy. We're all happy. Let me throw all that away. So next, let's see, I'm going to move my camera down a bit so I can have it closer to me. So this is this image. So I'm just going to plop that in its place. Pop these out of the rubber. Stick that one down there so it doesn't get. And let's see. I know that the Wildflower path is done because I've already used it, but this one I hadn't had a chance to use, and it's really not difficult to lay these down. And I do tend to like to do it this way, laying them all down, and then I turn it over and I give it a good going over with the bone folder. And this says, what is this saying? It's something, goes right there. Making sure I put it on the right one. This way. This is thank you. This is a great way to make gifts for students. You could do it. Let's see, making sure we get it going the right way, which is in the leaf. Alrighty, there we go. Let's turn it over, find the bone folder, which we just had a minute ago. Okay, we'll just rub it, because I don't know where the bone folder went to. We can take this, just rubbing it really well. And then they're all, there we go, our stamps. So I know we're not using that one. Let's just take off the ones we're going to be using. This one, grab some blocks. I'm going to be using that one. This one. This one. Let's see what else we have. Do those two together maybe, because I'm not sure. Oh, we're gonna put this one on this long block, and this one I don't, looks like I need another one of these, which I don't have, so that will work. Okay, and this is going to go back in its case, and that one is going to go right there. So thank you guys for being patient with me with that. Now let's get to how we're going to stamp this. I need a piece of scratch paper, which I got a brand new sheet because I haven't been doing anything because of my back. I just don't want ink all over everything. Now we are going to stamp all over this, starting with, leaves, and we're gonna start. I know I want Mossy Meadow in that stamp. This seaweed looking one. We're gonna do some stuff. Some Mossy Meadow. We are gonna start with the Old Olive. And this is an old pad, so I'm gonna stamp and twist, and I'm gonna test it first. It's a good thing I did. Okay. I'm gonna come in from the corners. Turn it this way and try to repeat that. Now, see, I got a little bit of my halo going on there that I don't like because I pushed way too hard right there. I'm going to come in, I think, just a little bit there. And I'm actually going to come with this side like so. All right, so let's set that over there along with the Old Olive. And let's do our first flower in the Mary Merlot. Very stiff pad. Let's test it out. Maybe I need to press a little harder. Okay, that looks good. So, I'm gonna stamp one there. Ooh, so pretty. And we're gonna turn it. I'm gonna stamp a whole bunch of it on the right. And I am gonna stamp this one down here like so. I can always add to it. Can't take away, but I can add to it. So I'm setting that pad away. Next, we're gonna bring in the bumblebee. Love this color. So sad that it's going. It was one of my favorite Christmas colors. And I hated it at first. I was so anti-bumblebee. You have no idea. I was so reluctant to use it. And then once I started to use it, it was like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? So let's see. One there. A bit of one here. And a bit of one, just a hint of one there. Yes. All right. So we may not use the seaweed. We're going to add some of this leaves. Let me move the bumblebee. We're going to add some of these. I really need to break down and re-ink my Mossy Meadow. Let's see. Because it is just not wanting to work for me. Let me see if I can grab it as I drop more stuff. Mossy Meadow. I know I have it. Sorry. The other day I told myself you need to re-ink that, but I didn't. Let's see. What is that? That's Old Olive. Mossy Meadow. Here we go. It has my ink pad. Just, you can see how dry it is. It's leaving impressions from. You can see how to re-ink ink pad. Now I'm adding quite a bit. And then I'm going to take, if I can find it real quick, a little plastic spatula, paint spatula, and rub that in my pad. Moving the ink all over. It's really dry in that corner right here. I mean, it is just like as soon as I get it over there, it just soaks it up. Might have to add some more to that. Just smoothing it in there. And oh, there's quite a bit on that. It just sucks it right up. You can see it. I'm thirsty. Okay. Now I need a tissue. I might just wipe it off. Little hand sanitizer on it. Hand sanitizer, one of the best things for a craft room. Okay, so now that it is well inked, let's try this again if I can put the lid on it. I don't want that to, now you'll see the difference. Oh yeah. Walk it around. I might need to re-ink it even more. Let's see. I want to make sure before I go stamping it on my paper. Okay, there's good. Good. So for right here, I am going to bring that in like so. Oh, definitely. Now I think we're going to actually do a little masking on that one. Let's get this one coming at it from here. Ooh, halo. And this one, maybe just a wisp of that. And the darn halos are gonna drive me bonkers. I'm wiping off my halos on the stamp. Okay, I said that on this one here, I kind of want to leave here. So I need to do a little masking. I could do another one like so, but I've got other things I want to bring in. Maybe I'll put the leaf. Yeah, I think we're going to do that instead of masking it. We're going to bring that in like so. Don't stamp so hard, Alice. You won't get a halo. There we go. Okay. Next, Misty Moonlight. Let me set that way over here. That went with the bumblebee. Misty Moonlight. I was thinking of doing these in Misty Moonlight. Yes. So I am going to just fill some in there. Do some there. I'm gonna bring in some there. Trying to figure out which one I want in there. Kind of want that one high, so we're gonna go with that one. There. Gonna change that up some there, and definitely in there. Okay, that's Misty Moonlight. I really kind of like that. Now there is something, let me move that aside. Trying to see if there was any other little flowers I wanted to put, and we might do some of these in Bumblebee. And this is polymer. Let's see, which one did I say we might do? We could do some of those like in here. That would be kind of cool. Trying to see what might fit. Okay, that is not gonna fit. Oh, I got a single one. We can just do some of these in the Bumblebee. This one, okay. And I'm not going to bring out my Stampin' Pierce mat just for that. We're just going to go with it. I just want a little bit more bumblebee in here. Like falling petals. Well, there's one there now. We've got to cover that up anyways. I'm trying to see. No, I don't want any there. I'm trying to restrict myself. Okay. We are done stamping for the moment. Let me clean this little polymer one off. The others I'll wait until after the video. This one I'd like to get back in. And we need our sentiments. And I'm going to set all of that aside, ink pads aside. I think we're going to stamp it in the Misty Moonlight. Ooh, you know what I could do is I could put some of this if I stamped off. No, that's just getting a little too busy. Okay, let's move all this aside. And the old olive. Though I think we're going to go around the edges with Misty Moonlight too. Let me get a sponge dauber. My ideas just kind of, they're right next to me. Ideas just keep flowing. All right, so we're going to take our sponge dauber. How come that really doesn't look like Misty Moonlight, does it? Let's see. No, that was definitely not Misty Moonlight. That is Misty Moonlight. Okay. We're just going to go around the edges, softening that edge up some. We're going to do some splattering using our ink and some water in an old toothbrush. Feathering it in there. I start out kind of slow when I first start doing this, and then I go back, and the reason being is because there's a lot of more ink on the sponge dauber, and I don't want so much of it doing this feathering when I bring it in towards the paper more. It's just, I feel like I got more control of the color saturation on there. Okay, we're going to leave that out because we're probably going to redo some more. Now I have a very old toothbrush. I have a little bit of water here in a water bottle. And do I have a container to put the water in? No. So I'm going to bring my jar of water that I keep in my stamp room. I'm going to get my toothbrush wet. Cover up my jar. Then you can do this lots of ways. Ooh, I already have plenty of ink in there. Let's see. Wipe the toothbrush off a little bit. This is how I used to use a toothbrush and do this when I used to paint. So I'm just bringing it around like that. It's really still kind of wet, so let me get a tissue. I'm going to add some more ink to that. In fact, I'm going to dry that up because I just don't like the way it's just too watery and too light. So we're going to close this ink pad like so. Squeeze. And it puts, oh, that's good. That's much better. Okay, and it's real easy. Take your finger and you just go across the brushes. like so. And it gives a nice spattering, speckled effect. And I'm going to close that up and close my jar up. I'll take my toothbrush in the house to clean it off. Ooh, found another Mary Merlot. Let's close that ink pen up. And the Mossy Meadow, because we're not using it. So let's take a peek at how we're looking here. Ooh. Oh, so pretty. Look at how well those go together. Because we're using the colors from the DSP. Okay, yeah, I like it. I might sponge with some Old Olive on the green. In fact, let's just do that. Old Olive. Where did you go hide to? Come back to me. Misty Moonlight. I just had it sitting up there. I had Bumblebee, Mary Merlot. Okay, it just, you know, developed legs and ran away from me here. Unbelievable. I haven't got up to move it. Here's some ribbon I thought I would bring in. Mint macaron is on my table. Forget that idea. But we are going to take the, we'll do the Mossy Meadow. I'm just not going to re-ink this, but I am going to go around the edges. We'll use Mossy Meadow instead of Old Olive because Old Olive decided it didn't want to play today. I have no idea why. I guess it had enough of being used and it'll show up again when it's ready. My grandson would say maybe the leprechaun came and took it. Okay, so Mossy Meadow it is. As I get it, Mossy Meadow will go on top of our Old Olive. Let me get a green sponge dauber here, a dark green one, which I don't think I have, so we'll use this one. Get it well and inked up with Mossy Meadow. Pounce that ink in there. Okay. I'm just kind of dabbing the edge with it, making that darker. Kind of like the look of that. This inspires you to create some things. I love creating little things like this. Oh, I'll have to show you this little notebook. Not notebook. Post-it note pad I made. Look at this. I did this on a Facebook Live. Isn't that cute? And this is going to go to CJ at the neurologist's office. I'm going to take that to her. I was on that. There's my stamp. I am missing a stamp block. It must be on something. Let's see. That will work. Let me clean this off so I can use it. I'm like looking in my jars and I have one a little bit larger than this. I don't know what size to say it is, but I don't know where it is. It's okay. That works. So we are going to place this one, let's see, like so, and then this piece we just, definitely. Now, I thought we have this. This is from our new mini catalog. It's our denim 3/8 of an inch ribbon, and I really like that. I do like that on there. Okay. I'm kind of thinking this one might need to go down just a wee bit more and back it with some old olive, y'all. Let's see. If we double backed it like so. And I'm going to say yes. I just, yeah, it definitely needs that. I could maybe do some Mary Merlot. I'm trying to think. I didn't have any Misty Moonlight big enough because I've cut all that down to card front and quarter sheets. What was I thinking? Yes, that's what I'm telling myself now. Okay, let's take a look at what Mary Merlot might look like. That should be at the front of my paper here. Well, what should be and what is not always. That's cherry cobbler. Okay, I really need to move those colors to the back. I could do Mossy Meadow, Poppy Parade. No, no, no. Pull it out more. Where is my Mary Merlot paper? Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Real Red. Am I out? It looks like I am out of... That's interesting. I'll have to order some. I am all out of Mary Merlot cardstock. So we are just going to... Bumblebee. I don't have any Bumblebee either. So we're going to keep it with the green. Okay, so let's see. Do I want to cut this down? Yeah, I want... Okay, so we're going to cut them both down. This needs to come down a wee bit. Let's get that cutter out. Cut off all that spending I did. So if this is at... This needs to come down to there. So I'm going to cut off 1/8 of an inch from each side. Where it equals 3 1/4, and the top and the bottom too. So 1/8 of an inch, and I'll have to go back and sponge over it again. And that makes this white piece that we stamped on 5 3/4. Why did, oh, because it got wet. Well, we're gonna take that off a little bit more then, aren't we? There. Ugh. Get out of my cutter. It's okay, the ribbon's gonna go there. We can make it work. Now this piece is, I've got little bits of paper in my cutting groove here. Okay, 4 inches, and we want it, what is this one? That's, so you're gonna cut it from the side, so I don't have to re-round the corners. We're just taking it down that much more. That was the wrong piece to take down, Alice. Oh my gosh, I'm being... Where is the piece? It was this piece I was supposed to cut. Take a deep breath. Let's see what it looks like now. That piece was supposed to be cut for the other piece, which is here, so we're gonna have to maybe not re-sponge all over it. Okay. Boy, that's bugging me. So we're gonna cut that off. So what do I have next? It's still doing that. That's better. So what is my piece now that I've whacked it to pieces? I have a piece that is 3 1/4 by So off measurement. So we're gonna have to cut some more off here. So I'm not doing off measurements. Okay. 5 1/4 by 3 1/4. So 5 1/4 this way, long ways. 5 1/4, so it needs to be at 5 1/2. Maybe it was meant to be this way anyways. And this one is, okay, 3, so we're gonna go right there. And then I need a piece. That is 4 1/2 this way. This is 6 1/2, I believe. Yes, 6 1/2, so this needs to be 7. And maybe I won't do all that sponging just so this video isn't so long. But I will have to round the corners. Did I already put it back? No, where's my corner rounder? Oh my goodness, how can things, like, there it is. I'm like, how do things just disappear like this on me? Okay, so we're gonna go here. There. No sponging, we're just gonna go with it. Or we'll see. Because I got the blue. These are gonna be squared pieces. Or no, because I like the corner to match the notebook. And this one, that did not work. Alrighty. I've got other things to do today. Leprechaun traps to build with my grandson. Yes. There we have it. So we are going to go ahead and sponge on this one. Now that there isn't hardly any ink on the sponge dauber, it will go faster. I won't have to go over it. But I'm definitely using the ribbon. Okay. And let me see, where did I put that? Mossy Meadow sponge dauber. I'll just go ahead and do it because I want to. I like the look of it. Hopefully I won't have to re-ink this. I can get by. Probably gonna have to add a little bit to it. One more to go. And then we're gonna I wanted to add some stuff to the inside of my book to hold notes. If you're wondering what I'm doing is I'm taking my sponge dauber and putting it in the ink pad that's on the shelf to my right. Okay. Now let's glue these together. This piece to this piece first. I'm using the Tombow. There we go. I know this piece is going to go there. Now, this piece is going to go there, and I was thinking adding the ribbon right there on this piece, and I do like that. So we're going to glue these down together. I might pop this up, and then you'll probably see me referring to this in next videos, as it'll be sitting on my desk. Now I don't want a bow or anything, I just want that, I believe, because I have the saying that I want to stick on here. Okay, so let's measure how much ribbon I need for here. 9 inches is what I have. And I'm going to be using one of my favorite tools in the craft room, Scotch tape. And it's plenty of ribbon. Looks good. Okay, nice and tight there. Oh, definitely. Okay. Though, now that I'm seeing this, it probably should have gone that way, but it's going this way. And it won't matter once I put the saying on there. Just me being persnickety. Do we want to pop this up? No. No, yes, no, yes, yes. Let's do it. Why not? Okay. More of my paper pumpkin dimensionals. And I am going to put quite a few on here because I don't want it sagging. You might say, oh, she's really overdoing it there, but I just feel that all right, let's see. We need some in the middle. Well, that's not even a word, Alice. Okay. That looks good. Now I'm gonna take all these little suckers off. And I will have you know that Stampin' Up's backing on their dimensionals come off so much easier than anybody else's. I know this for a fact. I'm not even using my fingernail. And there is a trick too. You can push in the center and it kind of pops it up. If you do that. But don't really need to. Just catching it right here, the lip of it, and it's popping them right off. There's one more to go. Okay. So let's put this on its spot. Yes. Oh, I so like that. And it, of course, is going to go on here. And we are going to use tear and tape to secure that down. Tear and tape. So we're going to pop some down there. In the middle. Here, kind of going all around it. Am I running out? Yes, I am. Oh, there's nothing left on that. Okay, big roll of my desk. Let's see. Okay. Need some more. Alrighty. Since I can't find the bone folder, the cap to my snips shall do just fine. And we're going to peel this off. Maybe. Here we go. Turn and peel. Did I overkill it? Maybe. And yeah, I'm going to add some glue to it. But it's my book. And I don't want nothing coming apart. Just going to add. And it's also going to help me wiggle it in place some. So I'm going to go right over my glue, except for where my fingers are sticking. Okay. Let's glue it down. There we have it. So, I am happy with that. Next, we do need to stamp and prepare our piece for the center. And I am going to be using the Label Me Lovely punch right there. And are saying we are going to stamp in. Now I've changed my mind. I think we're going to do it in the Mary Merlot, because I'm going to speckle it with the Misty Moonlight. So let's go ahead and bring out that Mary Merlot. And I'm hoping this fits in the punch. It should. Oh, that came out really nice. Please fit in my punch. Oh my gosh, it's like it was made for this punch. We could go either way. Ooh, I like it that way because you could see. Okay. There we go. I like that. And we are going to, oh, that little yellow flower that I put away, we're going to add some of that on here. Where did it? There it is. Should not have put that away so soon. In the bumblebee, and then we are going to sponge around it. So let's add a little bit of bumblebee here, there, here, and there. Yeah. I'm not going to close it up. Next, we are going to, let's see, where is my, yes, Misty Moonlight. Sponge around the edges. Definitely. Okay. This is where the fun start happens. Now our Boughs and Blossoms punch. Here we go. We're going to punch some of these green with some of my leftover old olive. There we go. Let's do some more from the pieces I accidentally did not mean to cut off, but we're going to do it anyways. That's this, and then we need, come on, we need some of these because we're going to put some flowers on those, some little flower buds. have any more that I can punch. Yeah, let's do one, and let's see what we're doing. Let's bring our book in. Now, where is that sponge dauber? And this, okay. Oh yeah, that is gonna go like so. And I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna add some maybe just, yeah, we're gonna go like this. And I don't think we're gonna, oh, definitely adding some of that darker color to it. Can you see what I'm doing? Let me bring the camera down. Okay, so I'm tapping into my ink and I'm just pouncing on top of the leaves. Now this, of course, is in the Mossy Meadow, and it's just given a wee bit of a speckly kind of look to the leaves, nice and soft. You don't want to do it too harshly because you'll get too much, like I did about right there. All right, so we're not going to do the little buds, but let's move this aside. May not even need. There we go. Oh, that's so pretty. May not need the yellow. Ooh, I don't have it on the right side. Side that I did the stuff on. I was thinking to punch these in a little bit pop of yellow, and I still kind of like that idea. So let me get a piece of Bumblebee, and you'll see what I mean by I cut all my cardstock down. So I'm going to punch just, I might as well punch the whole thing, but I'm going to cut off the tops. Let's do one more for good measure. And I am going to glue these onto these. Okay. I do this quite a bit when they do punches like this. Just snipping them off the stems. And this one, I know I can tell goes right there. This one, I can't tell where that one goes. Oh, let's go right here. No, I'll have to punch another one of that one because I can't tell which one that one is. I'm not going to fight with it. Maybe I just cut it wrong. Cut it off the stem wrong. I know this one goes right here. Okay. So this is the one that I didn't know. Okay. And let's see what that looks like before I go doing any more. But I'm sure that is exactly, definitely what I need in there. Yep, okay. So I need one more sprig. Don't need any more than that. So center, left, and right. And then we'll glue them all down. So this is this left piece. This is the center piece, which needs to go this way. If I could hold that down a second. And this piece goes, turns like so. Is this all worth it? Yes, it is. I'm worth it. I'm worth that little bit of extra work. And so is someone, if you would like to give it to them as a gift. I think we're all worth that little bit extra. Okay, so let's glue these into place. Start with this piece. I wanted that up like so. Okay, this piece we wanted, that is the side with the green on it, yes. So like so. There we go, and this piece is going to come down a little bit. No, I don't like it over there, so. All right. This I would consider more of a craft project. And I love doing these type of deals. Was one of my favorite things when I would go to classes. Was craft night. Making things other than cards. I love making cards, but I love doing projects. And I hope you enjoyed watching this process and get some great ideas, and that will get popped up. Let me go ahead and grab some more dimensionals. There they go. Oh, and we can bling it up. I got some great, let's see. And yes, I want quite a few on here. I don't want anything sagging. Oh, and I hear them boys running around in my house. When I'm done, I'm going in. I'm gonna let them help bake some cookies. By the way, if you're looking for the easiest and best cookie recipe, especially when making cookies for children, you take a box of cake mix, 1 egg, a 1/3 cup of oil, mix it all together, scoop them out by an ice cream scoop. Best cookies ever. Bake about 8 to 10 minutes. Don't let them over bake. And they are soft. Great. Look at how darling that is. Okay. Let's see. Gemstones. What do we have? Oh, we have little butterflies. I'm going to use, okay, we're going to use some garden gems and the brushed brass butterflies. Tongue twister. I'll tell you. Oh, okay, let's see. This one's already saying, choose me. So we shall choose you. Up there, this one will go, maybe right there. And then I like the look of these. I want a little bling on it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. I hope you guys think it's adorable as I do. All right, let's see. We need just a few little rhinestones. We're gonna take one of these. These are the garden gems. Put one there. Another there. And I want a tiny one up in here. Oh, so darling. I could put one more little butterfly, but I'm not because I might overdo it. So this is my planner. Oh, now I got to do the back. But I'll do that off camera and after I go check on the kids. So I hope you enjoyed today's craft project in Allie's Wonderland. Come back and visit me sometime soon. And I love sharing this with you all. You can get these products in the Stamping Up online store. You're welcome to order with me, through me. If you don't have a demonstrator, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you didn't, please leave a comment on what I could have done better to help you out in your craft enjoyment. So thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.